Hey everyone, welcome to the first video of the Otaku Rose Challenge series for 2026. I am Otaku Rose and wanted to talk about a anime today. And if you had missed the video of me talking about what the Otaku Rose Challenge is, basically for 2026, each month I'm going to be taking a anime I've never seen before, watch it, and then do a little short video talking about what it is, what my thoughts were, if I would recommend it, things like that. So the rules are that it can be either a short OVA, a movie, or a TV series that lasts no more than 12 to 13 episodes, because I want to give myself time to properly digest it, and I don't want to try and cram in 50 episodes of a series for a month, for 1 month's video. And I am also not watching anything made after 2015 to challenge not only myself to watch things I had never seen before, older stuff especially, but also to hopefully to you viewers out there who might have become anime fans during COVID, that I hope that this series of videos will encourage you to check out older stuff you've never seen before as well. So we're starting off. This month's video that I watched was the 1998 OVA Golgo 13 Queen Bee, and this was by Osamu Dezaki, who is a longtime anime director who has worked on all kinds of different anime in the past. He started out way back in the day on Astro Boy. He worked on Ashita no Joe. He also worked on the Aim for the Ace tennis anime series that you might be aware of. That is what inspired the Gunbuster OVA, as well as other things, including he actually made a series of Hamtaro movies way back in the 2000s. So the man has range. So before I get into the OVA proper, what is Golgo 13? Golgo 13 is a long-running manga series by Takao Saito. It started in the late 60s and it's been going on to this day. And it is about a professional assassin named Duke Togo, alias Golgo 13. He is one of the greatest assassins in the world, and he will get the job done no matter how difficult it is. There has been very little anime adaptations of the manga over the years, and besides this OVA Queen Bee, there was also one of my favorite anime movies of all time, the Professional movie from the 1980s. And as an aside, this is really well worth checking out if you are interested in Golgo 13 after watching Queen Bee and you want to see some more. And then there was also a late 2000s anime series about Golgo 13, and I can't vouch for how much of it was based on the manga, because the series has run for so long, very little of it has been translated into English, so I can't vouch for the anime series if it adapts stories from the manga or if it's all original stuff. But again, these are things that are out there if you like Golgo 13 Queen Bee and you want to see more. So imagine if James Bond was a gun for hire and had no moral code. That is basically Golgo 13 in a nutshell. And that includes sleeping with multiple beautiful women, because that is something that occurs in almost every Golgo 13 story. You can probably guess from just the description I told you of Golgo 13, this is definitely not for kids. There's lots of nudity and violence, not only in Golgo 13 Queen Bee, but in the series proper. So this is just so you're warning. Let's get into the OVA proper. So it basically starts off with Golgo being hired by the team of this presidential candidate, Hardy, who is being targeted by Queen Bee, this militia leader from South America who wants to kill the presidential candidate because he is running on a campaign of no more drugs, and because she works with several cartels that deal with drugs, obviously she wants him out of the way. But Golgo 13 suspects that there is something amiss with this. It's too easy of a job for him. And things get more complicated from there when Queen Bee shows up at the bar he's drinking at, and she offers him a job to assassinate the president as well. But of course, she tells him this after they have sex because, of course, this is Golgo 13 and he has sex with beautiful women. So you can kind of guess the plot from there. It's only 60 minutes and there's not a lot of time for the plot to really develop outside of little things here and there. It is mostly a lot of action, and it takes Golgo from basically New York, or you can say LA, to South America and back again. So you can kind of guess that there's a lot more to Queen Bee, or as her real name is Sonia. You can kind of guess that there's more to her than simply wanting to kill the presidential candidate because of his no drug campaign. While the name of the OVA is Golgo 13, he really isn't in it that much compared to The Professional or the 2000s anime series. This really is Sonia's story, and you do see like the bond she has with her militia team, how they're willing to die for her, as well as how she will even take turns sleeping with them and getting pregnant and raising their kids, their offspring, after the fathers die in combat. She really does feel like someone. I really see a lot of the boss from Metal Gear Solid 3 in Queen Bee. And there's one point where she talks about her past, and you see a really brutal flashback as to why, she wants to kill Hardy so bad. So it really, again, I cannot stress this enough. This is not for kids. This is just kind of like Berserk. Golgo 13 is definitely adult material. So, if you're very sensitive to what kind of anime you watch, I would probably recommend watching something. But overall, I do like Golgo 13 Queen Bee a lot. I just love Golgo's character and the stories he's been in over the years. So I would definitely recommend this if you like hard-boiled stuff as well, or if you've only seen The Professional movie from the 80s, then I would definitely recommend watching Queen Bee, because there really isn't that much Golgo animated stuff out there. Now, because this was a short OVA, I did have the chance to listen to the dub as well. I primarily watched it in Japanese first, and then I went and found the dub, and I listened to a little bit of that because I was really curious to see who did Golgo. And it was actually John DiMaggio, or if you know him as Bender from Futurama. I know he was in Kim Possible, and I personally love him as Waka in Final Fantasy X. But he did pretty decently as Golgo. He actually was kind of had a bit of a Clancy Brown impersonation, which really fit the character a lot better than I thought. At first, I kind of got the vibe that he was just kind of talking really gruff, but the longer the OVA went on, and I kind of got the vibe that he was like trying to channel Clancy Brown, I thought that was really fitting. I still prefer Gregory Snegoff as Golgo from The Professional movie, because I will admit that is a lot of nostalgia on my part, because I've seen that the most of all of Golgo's animated stuff over the years, and this was the first time I've ever seen the Queen Bee OVA, but John did a pretty good job. And so actually did Denise Poirier as Sonia, or Queen Bee, and you really needed someone who could be seductive and not quite Golgo's equal, but give him a run for his money. And it actually makes really good sense that Denise was cast as Sonia, because after watching it, I went on IMDb and I saw that she voiced Aeon Flux way back in the day in that old MTV cartoon. So that just made perfect sense. So that is my thoughts and slash review of Golgo 13 Queen Bee. I loved it. It is out of print, but I did see that copies of the DVD go for not too much on eBay. But of course, you can probably find it on your favorite anime pirate site of choice, as well as right here on YouTube. So yay. So that is the Otaku Rose Challenge video for January. Thank you very much for watching me, and as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to definitely comment. Let me know what you think about this. If you're going along with the challenge with me as well. If you watch Golgo 13 Queen Bee, let me know what you think. Or if you're watching something else, definitely comment on that as well. But as I always end with all my videos, make sure you take care of yourself and each other, because this is all YouTube and video, social media online is just all temporary stuff, but you guys are not temporary, so what you do really does matter in the end. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.